be starting off with this new show that Justine and I decided to make. It's called Small Show with Big Qualities. So this is gonna be our first episode that we're doing here, and we're just gonna do it on Paint because Justine and I we don't really know what else to do.
We poor.
Yeah. So basically, let's start off with a song that both of us like for this week. So we're gonna have new songs each time. So my song is "Thunderclouds" by LSD because I relate to it a lot.
Um,
So
my song is Gia Rohan. I just like it. I think it's a good song.
okay, so for our how our shows are gonna be laid out, we're gonna do three topics for each show. So our first topic that we both picked was basically how Justine and I met.
Ooh, is this a draw your life? Hold up.
No, okay, so I guess I'll start first. So when back in like the good old fifth grade, Justine and I met through one of our friends on Skype, which his name is Josiah.
Oh my
And
god.
at the time, my brother and I shared only one computer in the house.
Remember
And
that?
yeah, we were always like fighting over the computer and oh shit, I didn't make it, I mean to make his head that big. But but we were always like, fighting over the computer and who would play it. And Randy, I think Randy met Justine first, if I
Yeah.
remember correctly. So we met on the good old Minecraft, if you guys remember that.
Oh man.
And
Ooh.
we played survival games a lot with each other. So I'm sorry for my horrendous drawing because I'm using a mouse.
What?
But yeah, we met on Minecraft. I met Josiah on Minecraft, and then I think Josiah met Justine, blah blah blah, and then they talked to Randy. The good old stuff.
True. Uh,
So that's about basically how we met. That's also how we met our other friend, Emily, which we do a lot of videos with. We were pretty young, at least. Well,
I was like,
it was back in like
wh-
fifth grade. Yeah,
what year
so
was
it was
this? What year was this?
it's like 2006. No, no, wait.
Holy shit! I
I
know you said.
mean 2012. I'm sorry, I was thinking of another date. So maybe 2012.
I think I was like 10, 11,
So I was
12. I don't
12.
know. I don't know how old I was. I
um,
was 11 then, because I'm a year younger.
yeah. Okay, so that pretty much wraps up the first topic that we were gonna talk about because I guess our meeting is kind of lame.
It really is. But you know what? I love it.
Yeah. Okay, so basically our second topic is about talking about series that we are going to record together on for our small show with big qualities. So we're basically going to be talking about just random topic videos. We have a plan to have a nice segment with good old politics. Maybe talk about some of that. Um, I know we want to talk about music
Yes.
that we both enjoy, or music that's like out right now that is hip with the kids.
We are the kids.
Yeah, yeah. Trying to draw music notes. We're also
Oh,
gonna
I
be
was drawing a
doing.
house.
Dang, okay. We're also gonna be doing good old video games.
Damn, my house looks like ass.
Big mood. It looks like a potato, but it's supposed to be a controller. We also want to talk about our life problems or like things that we have in our lives that we think would be a nice topic to discuss. Maybe about like depression and
Big mood.
how I guess like big events that happen in our lives, like maybe something at work or something that happens at our school or whatever. Mainly Justine, because Justine's still in school. You know, but yeah. So,
Who is
um,
whomst?
I know somebody messaging us. Okay, so for our last topic of today, we're going to be talking about some stories that we both have. So I'm going to let Justine take it off first with her high school stories, and we're both going to
High
have like,
school stories?
well, we're both going to start off on a topic about being, or like being gay, which is
I don't think I don't think I
spicy.
ever told anyone the story about how I was stalked by some guy.
Okay, well then tell it away. You got
Did
like
I? Wait, no, but did I tell you?
I don't remember. We got
Uh,
limited time though because we're trying to record this as fast as we can.
okay,
So leave out the
so
sloppy details and just kind of go with
right.
it.
So there was this guy. He was in like my gym period, and so I heard from a friend that he liked me, but I didn't really like him back. I saw him more as a friend. I know that sounds like an asinine thing to say, blah blah blah, but yeah, definitely I saw him more as a friend. And so I'm coming back. I'm walking home today
Just
because I'm with friends, so I'm like, oh
I'm
fuck
sorry.
it. I don't want my parents to pick me up. I'm gonna walk home. And he's just following me. He follows me all the way home.
Oh,
Yes. So later that night, I'm at home. I'm in the kitchen. I have the lights on, and there's an outside light on, and I see him walking by the house. And I see him look at me through the window. I was so scared. And so the next day, I asked him, oh, why are you over there? He's like, I live here. And I'm like, oh, funny, never saw you on my bus. And he's like, yeah, my mom drives me to school. I was like, oh, okay, pretty chill. Seems legit. But the next day, I'm walking home again because I'm with friends. And they tell me, oh, he actually lives over on down like some other area that's closer to the school than I am. Let me tell you some shit. He comes knocking on the door and he's like at like fucking like 2 a.m. because I live in the back room in this place, and so I have my own entrance. And he's knocking on the door. He's like, "Yo, Justine, you up?" And so I answer that, and I'm like, "Yo, what are you doing here?" He's like, "I came to see ya, Shotty." I was like, "Go away!" And he's like, "You know, I've been walking around your area for a while, watching what you do," and I'm like, "I gonna call the cops." And so he leaves, and then he transferred schools. I was like, thank God. That's the end of my
fucking
story. You,
shit. Well, my stories are kind of fucking wild. Like we may have to have our own my own little segment for
oh my God.
my party days in high school. Um, well, Justine and I basically grew up in like two very different like sides of the country because I live down south, she lives up north. Um, I haven't had a lot of problems with people, stalking me or whatever, so I don't have a lot of, stories about that. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. But we down here is pretty calm. I've always, lived in the same house, done the same things. I have a few like really close friends at school, basically, not that very much. That I still talk to after I graduated. But I'm trying to think of a crazy story. Well, I guess to say a story about that happened at high school was that I've always been the one to like break up fights. I would always do that like 24/7, and I broke up this one fight, and I got kicked in the ribs, which is pretty great. And during that fight, or after that fight, after breaking up that fight, I got called into the office, And at first I was just like, they're not gonna suspend me because I broke up a fight and it's like zero tolerance. That sounds crazy. But then the mother of the daughter, actually was praising me because I broke up the fight, and she was just like, here you go. And she gave me a lot of money for breaking up that fight. But I'm like, and I was just like, dang, oh, okay then. And I still broke up like maybe five, six other fights after that. So we have a lot of fights at our school for some unknown reason. But yeah, that's basically it. So I think that wraps up our last topic today. Um, anything else you want to add, Justine?
I was eating chips. What? Um, I'm good.
Alright, well, that probably wraps up our entire show today. So thank you guys for tuning in. As I always say, comment, subscribe, like, leave any feedback you got on the video,
Yeah.
and that's about it. Thanks for
Yeet
watching.
haw, guys.
Cowboys.